Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. Well, we struggled certainly in the treacherous divide with our new Sawbones Dr. Zim. It's not to say that he's not a good character, but with the spitting drakes, I think we probably need a lot more ranged capability, or certainly a lot more equipment items before we go venturing back in there. Which is perfectly fine. We just need to like save up for them. So yeah, options. We don't really have any healing items. That's a good choice. Healing items definitely a good choice, just to give us a bit more survivability. In addition, we would need some kind of armor. Leather armor's okay. Being able to avoid muddle would be very useful, but I don't think that's going to be massively practical. Anyway, I'm just speculating what we could do. Having a look at his cards, he doesn't really have any ranged attacks, at least not yet. Not that we could put to good use. So that means we would be relying on Blunder and Cintha, and that's totally fine. We can completely do that. We just need to get better equipped, maybe even a little bit leveled up before we go back in there. The level itself is the average of the party level, divided by 2 and then rounding up. So at the moment, being level 3, this divided by 2 rounding up, sure. This divided by 2 rounding up, sure. This, we are under leveled for the challenge that we're going to be facing. There's no two ways around it. So what can we do? We could go elsewhere. Maybe to the Temple of the Seer or to the Slave Pens. We could go to the Slave Pens and see what that's all about. That's a good idea. Let's do the city encounter first. You decide to unwind at the Sleeping Lion, but just as you're starting to relax, a bear of a man crashes into your table, scattering your drinks across the floor. Towering over him is a massive Inox. "What did you say about my horns?" the Inox shouts. The man stands up and brushes shards of glass off his tunic. "I said, the sight of them makes me want to vomit." The Inox roars and charges headlong into the man, crashing through more tables in the process. At this, the entire tavern erupts into violence. After all, when a man is deep in his drink, the last thing you want to do is knock that drink over. Let's try and stop the fighting. It's restored our reputation. After restraining the enraged Inox and offering to replace the drinks of a few of the more belligerent patrons, you calm the place down a bit. Some of the non-human patrons are understandably on edge, but the proprietress thanks you for your efforts and reimburses you for the drinks. Well, that's nice. Preventing additional damage. Okay, onto the slave pens. Let's see if we can find out why the artifact was linked to this location. There's still a treasure chest here, so there's things for us to find out.
"This section of the forest is a maze of thorns and angry spirits," Hale says, pointing to the second location on the map. "You'll never find the corruption on your own. You'll need a guide. Someone who knows the Dagger Forest better than they know themselves," she says. "There is a group of native orchids that may be able to help. And so you set off to find them."
Heading out a little late, aren't you? The guard of the wall looks you. Oh, we've done this one before. So, if we let the wolves come, we'll take 3 damage. I wonder what happens if we run from the howling to safety. Oh, we get poisoned. So it's much the same, really. You pick up and run as fast as you can through the underbrush and away from the ominous sounds. They seem to be receding as you stumble headlong into a thicket filled with sticky spines. You pull yourself out, but not before your skin is pierced in numerous places and becomes inflamed. Well, we can deal with that most probably. Being poisoned isn't the worst thing, but it's also
When you arrive
kind of
at the Orchid
inconvenient.
Camp, however, you find something wholly unexpected. It's a scene of massacre and devastation.
Not good.
Burned out buildings and disfigured corpses. Judging from the wounds, you figure a raiding party of Inox did this. Luckily, Inox didn't feel a particular need to cover their tracks. You're able to follow their trail deeper into the woods, where eventually you find a slave labor camp. Inox guards overseeing a group of ragged orchids and humans working to construct catapults and other machines of war.
Definitely not good.
The camp is not particularly well guarded from intruders, and after eliminating a couple of key lookouts, you're able to slip into the slave pens and free one of the orchids.
Take only long rests. Loot 5 or more gold. And overkill a monster. Let's give it a go. So there's going to be stone golems. Yeah, these don't look too bad. The archers might be problematic, but we'll see how they go.
Yes, I can guide you through the deeper forest, the orchid says. But I cannot abandon my brethren, or let what these Inox are doing go unanswered. He moves over to a guard's corpse and picks up a blade. You can help me if you want, but either way, blood must be spilled in this place. The orchid rushes forward at a group of Inox, yelling wildly.
Not exactly being subtle, is he?
Soon the whole camp is bustling with hostile activity. If you want a guide, it looks as though you'll need to keep him alive.
Okay. Well, I mean, it said picks up a sword, but he's actually picked up a bow. That's fine. We can work with that. I think we're gonna start off with prevention is key. So we'll disarm both of these guys. Protect the orchid, kill all enemies in all rooms. Sure. So if we use curative mixture to move in, we can remove the poison over here. That seems like a good plan. Alternatively, we could just like stand still and heal everyone, but that seems like a bit of a waste. Well, we want a forked beam. Get started with the big guns. I don't think we necessarily want to use fire orbs just yet, but we could use flame strike to keep the pressure on. I think blunt force will get us out the front. These guys are going to be disarmed, so blunt force will get us to there. The retaliate won't be needed, but could still be useful. And should we put on backup ammunition? It won't hurt. The number of times we end up using ammunition-based things. The other option is we could sentient growth and then do like backup ammunition next turn. So we'll do sentient growth to heal that poison, and then yeah, all right, let's try that. So step in. Remove all negative conditions. And there's the disarm, which is just amazing. It's just such a good ability, really is. Stamina potion. Let's get prevention is key back. Forked beam. I think we'll use the eagle eye goggles. We won't use the power potion just yet. We'll save that for when we're doing a triple fire orbs. It's pretty good. He's got an innate retaliate of 3, so really we want to focus on this guy. Try and get him knocked down as quick as possible. So there's the sentient growth. It's pretty solid. We'll move on up over here. We'll get the retaliate on. It's not really going to do anything, but it's there. Now our ally is going to run in like an idiot. Oh no, he's not. It's probably because the door's not free. Okay. So we could disarm them again, or we could hold back the pain with a bloody saw. And I think that that is a really good combination. We can afford to get cold fire on them and get the stun, so they're definitely going to be stunned. And chromatic explosion will give us some more options, I reckon. Over here, we'll finally do that backup ammunition, and we may as well get opposing strike on, actually. Oh, they're going to shield and attack and poison. Yeesh. The shield could be problematic. That attack's not too bad. Ow! Man, they like doubling down, don't they? All melee attacks are gonna hit everyone. Big hit. One dead, one injured. So let's get that backup ammunition in. And the opposing strike, of course. It's not worth us using a healing potion for that. Well, seeing as that's available now, let's move in and actually, yeah, let's get some fire out. It's not going to make a difference for this. But a bit of damage and a bit of stun on him. It's always welcome. Right, Redthorn can move past us now, but they're not going to, thankfully. Right. So, spot of healing. The only healing we've got is regenerative tissue, which is a bit of a shame. This guy's going to be stunned. If we go slowly... Alright, let's... Yeah. What I would like to do is I would like the medical pack for myself. But that's just not going to happen. Alright, we'll just hit him. We'll punch him with triage. No, we'll punch him with the hand of the surgeon. And what do we want to do for ourselves? And we could stun him at the very end, actually, with syringe, just to make sure he's done. I think we need to move in. So reviving ether, and we'll go for frost armor to support that, because we don't know what's going to come after. Really, I want sentient growth just to clear that poison off so we can get some proper healing in, but I don't see that happening. Let's go rumbling advance, and what's going to move us reasonably well? We could do rock slide, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can rock slide our way through. Let's see how that goes. Except we'll do it slowly. Okay, so the guard itself is stunned. Big hit. There it goes. We could actually open the door and see what we're dealing with. Oh, mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. Ow. Oh, this is going to be so painful. Let's burn triage. Well, thankfully that didn't hurt too much. Right, so yeah, we're going to consume that fire. Get some damage on you. Next turn we're going to do the fire orbs. And then move in. Do we want to move in? We don't want to move in. Heading right to the back might be a smart move just to cause these guys disadvantage on us, but let's do that. I feel like we should get this in. And then rock slide our way right into the middle of them. On the plus side, we can do opposing strike. Okay, so prevention is key. Really, we would want to be there, but we can still do it here. Can't do regenerative tissue this turn, but he's being disarmed effectively, so we could do vaccine to get some poison in. No, we can't. We could do first aid to move around a bit. Freezing over fire orbs. Let's get the big hit out. Over here. Definitely going to do crater. Rather than massive boulder. Don't think there's any obstacles in here that we can utilize. So yeah, it's just going to be up close crater, try and do what damage we can. And heaving swing just to try and maximize the amount it does. Alright. Okay, Stone Golem is going to do some retaliation at range. That's not helpful. We can still disarm him, but now I'm thinking we want to go to here and do it against both of these guys. We will suffer retaliation, but it's better to get him starting to be wounded. It's fine, take the damage. That's unfortunate, but it's also fine. And we'll stay where we are. Ow! Damn. Okay, well we can crate both of these guys. That'll guarantee that they're damaged. Cool. So we don't need to worry about this guy. He's going to die. We can even push him down into the corner. We heal up a little bit, which gets rid of that poison. This guy is still disarmed and he's no longer retaliating. We can get the poison against him, or no, we can regenerate ourselves and use vaccine to do something else. That's a smart move. Over here, long rest. Right in the middle. Geez, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to massive boulder him. So that, no, he's already taking wounds. He's already taking wounds. So maybe we mostly just ignore him. He'll take retaliation damage from us. So maybe we do these and we just don't do anything. It's going to attack 6 though. That's a big hit. He could probably tank it. No, we want him to attack us. That's the annoying thing. Yeah, there's no things nearby. We'll just have to hope we get a big strike. He's disarmed. Oh, actually, we can get poison on him. That'll help as well. Yeah, he's disarmed, so he's not going to do anything this turn. So he's poisoned, so he's potentially a bit easier to kill. We can step through, grab this. You're going to heal yourself up, because, like, that's necessary. Massively necessary. And then get some gold, because we need you to be able to afford equipment. Okay, over here we will lose... Let's lose Chromatic Explosion. So often it's the first one to go. But we have to make hard choices. Really hope he doesn't just open the next door. Sawbones, you're doing a long rest. Over here, I would love to... we could try flame striking him. but we might have to just push on and kind of like leave him to bleed out. Flame Strike will do attack 3, which with the poison we will potentially do damage against him. But that's fine. In addition to that, let's say Freezing Nova. And I need you to do a short rest over here. A Heaping Swing is nice, but I don't want to lose any of the others either. We're going to do Rock Slide to create a direct obstacle next to him. And we can use Rumbling Advance to move in and do direct damage to him as well. He's going to attack everyone nearby, so we need to kind of get in his way. Does mean we're doing damage to our guys, but I would rather it went this way than the other way. Take the damage, and then Rock Slide is going to go there, there, and there. Sure. Actually, no. Let's put it there. Should put it in the corner. But it does stop him coming through. So I feel kind of justified in it. Flame Strike. Attack 3 range. Oh, it's only range 2. Hold on. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get close enough. I thought it was range 3. We could make you back up a bit. Could also get some healing in, but I don't think that's really much use. Okay, so if we're not doing that, pushing on is probably the next best thing, so we don't waste our time. Might regret this. That's not too... Oh, it's not great. It's definitely not great. So the guard's going to move 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to make it to us no matter what. And the shaman is going to do some immobilizing. Let's step back, actually. It's within range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could get him to move 2 spaces onto the trap and take 5 damage. Which is really something that we want to do. Him or the guard? Him, not the guard. Right. You go this way. The guard's going to reach us no matter what, but this we can work with. Feels like the animations have sped up, but I don't think I've changed. Oh, maybe I accidentally clicked it. 6 damage. Ow. I'll take 5 damage and you can take some. Long rest. Let's lose... I really want to use first aid to give that medical pack to someone. I'm bloody sore for the wound as well. And let's lose hold back the pain. I don't think we're ever really going to be right in the middle of everyone. Why? Why are you doing that? And also, how do you just move straight through the enemy? This is going to be bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't even stand there now. So first aid will allow me to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that would need to stand where he is. So we can't even leap over. Triage would let us move 5, but we've already burned triage. I think he's kind of killed himself. This is not going to be easy. Okay, so let's move 2 instead. And we'll do a curative mixture on you. Yeah, we'll use syringe to move in. No, we'll use first aid to move in. Over here, frost armor. We'll actually use it for the frost armor. And forked beam. So that'll give us cold for next turn, so we can do cold fire. Yeah, I like that. We could get a massive boulder out. We move in a bit. Sentient growth. A massive boulder. It's going to be slow, but I'll take it. Okay, step into here. Get the healing in. It's not amazing, but it will help. Ouch. Take the damage. This guy is just going to have himself to blame. There's nothing really we're going to be able to do about that. Let's get frost armor on. And forked beam on both of these guys for what it's worth. Okay, it's a bit of damage. Could really do with some pierce. Yeah, he's got himself killed. Absolutely nothing that we could do about it. We can't heal him because he's dead. All we could do is pick up more gold. So let's do that. Damn. I mean, it says protect the orchid and it's ticked, but I don't think we've actually protected the orchid. Well, it's a shame, but not our fault. We'll definitely try that one again. I think we're going to have to be really careful about how we clear the rooms out when we're escorting this guy. But knowing what's in the various rooms will make a big difference for how we approach them. So there is that. Ooh, geez, and the trophy hunt is nearly over as well. Okay, well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.